Howdy folks, I'm the Disgruntled Tattooer and welcome to my channel. Well, if you haven't figured it out, I'm a tattoo artist and I like to play video games. So this is a series I like to call A Tattoo Artist Plays Video Games, records them and puts them on YouTube while he rambles about nothing important. I mean, it is what it is, right? But this is KSP. If you don't know what KSP is, it's a cool game. It's about space and travel, and I do none of that. I don't play the main game. I come in the sandbox. I build really cool jets. Most of them don't work. Some of them do, and a very, very few of them actually surprise me. This is one of those. This was my attempt at building an F-16. It's very F-16-y, if I do say so myself. Well, except the giant, glaring clown mouth of an intake that I had to put on it to actually make it function, because the F-16 style intakes are garbage. But beyond that, what I intended to build this thing for was, to fly around like an F-16. It does not fly around like an F-16. In fact, it flies around like something completely different, but it's not bad. In fact, this happy accident I actually prefer over what my original intent was when building this aircraft. But I can't tell you about it. I actually just gotta show you. So, what we're going to do, we're going to hit those engines. We're going to throttle her up and get some thrust behind us. We're going to let those brakes go. We're going to hit those afterburners. And we're going to pull her up off. Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go ahead and toss those landing gear up. And so as I climb and gain speed, I would just like to reiterate that, on the surface, it looks like any kind of normal KSP jet, right? But I have found that by a happy accident, I can do some really cool things in this jet. I'll zoom back out. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of that HUD. And we're just going to roll. And we're going to pull her down into a little bit of a dive. Now, yeah, she turns pretty smooth, but watch this. Okay. A little bit too much speed. She kind of pancaked, to be expected. Let's see how close we can get to the water. I love getting close to the water. Usually end up crashing into the water, but okay, well, now we're starting to get into it. See, the thing about it is that this little jet is extremely maneuverable. Look how slow I am. Like, I'm going to go ahead and throw those afterburners at full speed, because the more maneuvers you do, the more energy you bleed off. And recovering that energy can be a pain in the butt. Like, okay, we do not want to crash. Come on. Get some speed. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. This thing can do crazy crap that I never ever thought it would be able to do. In fact, I'm going to throttle down just a little bit. Let me see if I can bleed off a little bit of this energy. Okay. Not really what I wanted. throttle it down just a little bit more. Okay, throttle it down just a little bit more. Still an afterburner, still being able to, you know, regain some of that energy, but we can also lose it really easily too, which is kind of what I'm going for. That's too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Okay, come on, 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 no, 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 no! Seriously? Seriously? What is this shenanigans? Hold on. Okay. I mean, this could be fun. Let's go back over to the Space Center. Oh, crap. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I mean... I totally wasn't expecting that. That kind of took me a little by surprise. Kerbal's alive. Well, alright, folks. We're going to reset and try that again. Alright, and we're reset. She's already up in the air. We're gaining some speed. I'm going to climb up a little bit, and let's give her a speed test. Oh, there are those trees. Yeah, let's give her the speed test. Let's see how fast she can go. But definitely need to get a little bit higher for that, see if we can find that nice little sweet spot. I mean, God, that is a clown mouth of an intake. It just kills it. I really wish Vanilla had just better intakes, but man, what can you do? All right, there are those G's again, because I suck at being a pilot. I mean, I really do. Look, I play Ace Combat also, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I absolutely am garbage at that game too. But that's okay, because I don't care. I still enjoy it. Alright, I've got enough altitude to just level her out. Oh, about to hit 700 meters a second. I wonder if she'll get to 8. You know, when I first built it, and I used the other terrible intake, it was extremely slow, very way too maneuverable. It was, don't get me wrong, I've got some really cool recorded shots from playing around in it while I was testing it out, but man, she was really slow. So changing the intake, while I don't like the aesthetic of it, I like the look of the other intake. This one, it functions, and we're at 800 meters per second, which honestly, when I first built this jet, I couldn't get it above 200 meters a second on full afterburner. Like, it wouldn't go. And it's because those intakes are terrible. I cannot stand it. But 808 is respectable, you know? Alright, before we go out to 810, that's not bad. Yeah. You know, I've got faster, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to throttle her back. Lose some of that speed. Oh look, it's another one of my crash sites. Oh, there's one. There's one back there at the Space Center, which you really can't see anymore. Alright, we're going to tap the brakes. Alright, we're going to let the brakes go. I don't want to lose too much speed. And we are going to turn. And throttle up. Losing way too much speed. See, that's the thing about this jet, is that it's really cool, but if you're going to be up this high, you better be moving. Let's drop down into the lower. That way I can get better lift, because we're a little too high. There we go. Still too rolly. I really gotta dial back that afterburner just a little bit. You know what? We're over the water. Let's do some water maneuvers, and let's not crash. Alright, nice little gentle dive. Oh yeah. Killing it. Dropped down pretty low, didn't lose too much energy, so that's not too terrible. Yeah. Alright, let's do some cool shit. Woo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, this thing is just so much fun. Like, it's hard to describe. You know, when I built this thing, I had the intent of it being like an F-16. You you know. And I guess it kind of is. But it also does some really cool stuff, and it's extremely maneuverable. I mean, if you completely ignore the G-forces, but I mean, you know, you can, you know, you like, look at this, and I can flip it. That's the other thing. Boom. Like, flip it, throttle up, and wham! And it's just like, I don't know. It's like, if you were a parent, you know, and the kid that you wanted is not the kid that you got. Like, you wanted a cool kid, right? And you got a cool kid, just not in the way that you thought you would, or not the kind of cool that you thought, but in a better way. That's kind of what this is. Like, I build a lot of these jets, and you know, some of them are cool, some of them aren't. This one right here, like, I like the F5 that I built, but this thing is just rad. Like, there is no way around it. This thing is just rad. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I mean, you know, I'm like holy crap. This is so cool. Alright, we are definitely losing some speed, so let's point the nose down, and we will regain some of that energy. But yeah, I mean, how cool is this, man? Let's go into cockpit view, just because it's like we're flying off into the sunset, you know? Oh, this is cool. Turn and pancake, yeah. We're about 400 meters off the water. Oh yeah! You see how quickly it just bleeds that energy off? I mean, And then it's just like, yeah. I'm sorry. But this thing is just absolutely sexy. And see, here I go. Alright, so I'm going to do something really cool. And we are going to do an emergency water landing. Yeah. I mean, we're not going very fast. I mean, this thing is just like... Yeah, let's see if we can just glide all the way back, you know. That's not actually going to happen. I already know, like at 20 meters a second, this thing's just going to fall directly out of the sky. But build up a little bit of energy. Let's see if we can put her safely in the water. And hit them brakes. We don't want to hit the water too harsh, because if we do, and we are down. And folks, that is going to be the end of this video. I really do hope everybody enjoyed watching and listening to me ramble about nonsense and whatnot, but if you want more content like this and you want to see me play more video games and ramble about nothing in particular, well, go ahead and click subscribe, hit that bell icon, and leave a comment and tell me what you want to see. And if I have that video game, I'll try and play it. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.